What's up, guys? Nightingale here. Welcome back to another update notice video. Today we're covering the 927 update notice. Yes, I know some of you are like, you're a day late. No, I'm on time. They were early. This is the day I do this. So yeah. So it's already out, but we're gonna cover it anyway and go over it because I know some of you are just waiting to hear what I have to say about the brand new unit. Stay tuned for more! Hit like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. Let's be the cringiest YouTuber we can be today. How about that? Let's go. Hit the like button. Alright, now, moving on. Chroma Dominion is back, and, let's see here. Some adjustments have been made to the bind effect of Quolls, skilled. Okay, cool. We'll get to that in a minute. So, number one, hero balance and adjustments. We're just gonna quickly glaze over this. If you would like to hear my thoughts, you can go check out my other video. Check it out and all that good stuff. So it'll be the balance of chat. I can speak. I swear. I haven't been up since midnight. Balance adjustment video from a few days ago. Alright, so martial artist Ken, they're letting it go through. Let's see here, decrease attack. They are, let's see here, batters enemy, soul burn will always result in a critical hit. Alright, it's still going through. They are removing his effect resistance and giving him the vigor buff. Congratulations, ML Ken. You now got a buff that makes you worse. Hope you enjoy. Hopefully something will counter that. But yeah. Ken's getting that. Let's go see what AOE Rimuru has to say. Everything seems to be going through. That was going through on that. Before awakening, after awakening. Yep, consumes all. It's still the same. So, and they make sure they spell it out here. Up to 10,000 fixed damage. AOE when you get to rip that bad boy. And it's going to be a lovely time. Can't wait to see people complain about that one as AOE Rimuru comes around. Bihu, that one's still going through, which is fine. Doesn't matter. Dispels, yep, that's still going through. Increased hit chance, yep, his is still going through. So far everything's still the same. Moon Bunny Dominial, hers is still going through. Again, doesn't really matter that she's getting F res because F res is dead. Let's just be real. And then skill nullifier is yeah, it's inner passive now. So yeah, again, another unit getting to do way too much. Ren's buff that didn't need to be needed is here. Great, cool. Interesting. Let's keep going. Curtain Call still the same. Inferno Kawazu, thanks for making it easier. We appreciate that. Pillis's thing still going through. All right, so we have the balance adjustments are identical. Nothing's changed. So again, if you want to hear my full thoughts on all of this stuff to save you guys, we have the video there that you can go hear all the spice for. Because we got more stuff to talk about today. So number 2, special side story, Night of Last Succession, week 3. It's almost over with. Clear episode 1, Shrieking Hall. That's their normal story. Keep talking. Got stuff. Brawl Hero Synergies. They're adding more stuff to the week 3 of that. More illustrations joining us. Yeah, from the 14 content. Now, number 3, special side story, A Fable of the Demons of Nadalon, week 1. Oh god, this side story's back. So yeah, another 3-week side story, back to back. Cool. Have fun. This one was interesting. Again, need to be clear. Basically, episode 1. Basic rules are the same as every side story. You're gonna collect currency. Lead heroes this time will be Hui Young, Arunka, Yulha, and Na Cole. I have no idea how you say her name, and I don't really care. Her artifact will actually be part of the raid up this time. Alright. Week 1 synergies, yep, weakness story stages. So, this again is another side story where choice matters, so you will just need to check out your friends' discords, whatever, get the answers and copy pasta. You can go through this. Basically, if you're losing it, you're gonna get smashed. If you get it right, it's super easy. So, minigame Sealing Demons, that was an interesting minigame, needless to say. Basically, it's Simon Says, so if you suck at that game, you're gonna struggle, but if you're okay with Simon Says, you'll be alright. Stage difficulty, it's the usual stage difficulty stuff. Again, clear the highest one you can clear. If you can't clear hell, clear the hardest one you can. Usual thing, you know, that we have to tell the new players. Because there's always one out there that's wanting to clear something a little bit higher than they can, and they can't. It's okay. It's still just as efficient for you to clear that one, no matter where it's at. Exchange, go through, always buy the artifact first to keep your currencies earning as high as possible. Then you go through and buy out everything else. The rewards here are pretty decent. Epic charms, backdrops, friendship, and wannabe ML3 pulls. So that is great. 5-star artifact at max non-critical hit is made after using a basic skill. Has a 100% chance to burn the target for 2 turns. Sounds like a carrot artifact. I can't remember. Is this? Nope, it is Ranger. But, so yeah, she can't use it. All right, next up, another side story. So we've got 3 side stories. Now, this one's just a puzzle event, but still, just think about that. It is a side story. And this will be available from 9/28 to 10/12. Clear episode 1, 10/10 Shrieking Hall, per usual. And this one is just the easy one of just go through and craft some gear, and it makes life a lot easier. Just keep refreshing until you get the gear. And once again, we're back to garbage 78 pieces of gear. It is time to upgrade all these events to 88 gear, Epic 7. I don't know why we're still here at this point. But it is a speed piece. Of course it is. Why would it not be? It's a epic ring. And good luck as it rolls all into effectiveness. Hopefully yours rolls into speed. And you can't reforge these, by the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to this video, because like I said, today we're going to be the cringiest YouTuber we can possibly be. New 5-star hero, Naquil. The chick we thought was going to be the limited unit for episode 4 is a normal summonable unit. I would have been slightly less cringed about this if it was a limited unit, but it's not. This is going to be in your daily rotation. So, let's jump down to the very bottom and start this crapshoot of a unit off. So, Spiritual Devouring after Awaken, because we do not care about before Awakening. Again, must we say this every time? Nobody in this game plays anything before Awakening. It's 3 stars. It's cheap as crap. Why do we even consider this as an option of its skills? All right, yeah, let's go. So, let's see what this has. So, attacks all enemies with a powerful spell, dispelling all buffs before inflicting bind for 2 turns. And increasing skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Grants an extra turn to the caster. Wow, guys, isn't this awesome? Bind. When it's not the bearer's turn, cannot activate additional skills, counterattacks, dual attacks, applies to heroes only. But wait, there's more, guys! For a low cost today of 20 souls, you too can smash that like button, follow and subscribe for more. Ignore effect res, that's right, guys. Another ignore F-res. So not only is it 40, it's 41 units now in the game that ignore an entire mechanic. That's a speed opener. That dispels all buffs and inflicts debuffs, and you can ignore and take the extra turn. What are they smoking? Brought to you by Epic 7. All right, next up, Forbidden Incantation. It gets even better, guys! Seal the enemy for 2 turns before attacking, and increases the speed of the caster for 2 turns. Wow! Thanks, Super Creative! Phantom Brush attacks the enemy with a brush with a 60% chance to silence for 1 turn. After attacking, if the target is inflicted with silent, decreases combat readiness by 20%. Okay. All right. We're going. Let's just keep going real quick. All right, number 6, 5-star artifact, Elegant Candle. So at max, because we don't care what it is at +1, is after attacking has a 50% chance to decrease defense of the target for 1 turn. This effect cannot be activated by a counterattack, dual attack, or extra attack, but you let some other things through that do weird stuff. So why not let this? Plus, there's only like a handful of rangers you're gonna put on for counterattack. All right, this artifact will be available in her drop rate up. Once the drop rate up after maintenance, the artifact will be able in the Covenant summons and can use tickets. Okay, cool. So her drop rate up will be from 927 to 1012. All right, we've got a Epic Pass. If you haven't already, there is a subscribe button. You should click it. Yeah. Epic Pass, Manager Darkness. So, Singelica is getting a skin. Cool beans. So make sure you spend your 1800 Sky Stones and get the pass, because it is cheaper. If you like Singelica, you do like the outfit, and I'm being real here, I'm not actually being facetious, but if you do like Singelica and you want her skin, it's much cheaper than doing it with tickets. It's only a little more Sky Stones. Do it. The rewards are great for these things. So, maybe it's, and I will throw this out there, maybe you are tight on Sky Stones, because they kind of have been prison styling you for the last, since July on units, so you might be low on Sky Stones. If you are close to getting tickets and you really want it, you might just wait till she drops for tickets and save yourself some Sky Stones. Just saying. Because that might be the difference in you pulling the next latest and greatest unit, guys. All right, but this will be available till the end of October, so this is the Halloween skin. All right, cool. Close enough. You rank up, earn rewards, do stuff, play the game, you get rewards. All right, it's pretty simple. Epic Pass, 900 for just the normal premium pass. If you don't want the skin, don't care anything about it, just want that. And if you want the skin, it's 1800. Still technically the best deal. I'd recommend doing it. Save yourself your tickets for something else. But I know there's a few of you who would rather blow the tickets on that and do something else. So there you go. Rewards are pretty much standard. They don't change other than the frame changes and the costume changes. They haven't updated this since I've been playing. All right, next up, number 9, Moonlight Theater, Disoriented Origin Season 2. Round 1 will start 9/7. 3 through 6 will be available after the 9/27. I remember this. So, yeah, we've got the next rounds of stuff being added in. Cool beans. Thank gosh this is going to the Book of Memories. Did not want to play this side story again. A single flame engulfing a full moon update. So, it's finally going to the Book of Memories. You can purchase it for one of those little tokens things. I think it's still the same cost as they were. I think it's like 900 to buy one. Does it tell us? Yeah, 900 to buy the milestone in time. The way you get into these is clear. Chapter 2, 1010. Twisted Core basically beat all of episode 2 to get the Book of Memories. Stupid, but it is what it is. You'll be able to get all the rewards. Once it's done, you won't be able to go back in. It's a pretty cool background, not gonna lie. I've used this one quite a bit. You might have seen it in screenshots or on stream or whatever. It's actually pretty cool. But again, 78 accessories that need to be retired. You got a limited Flame Fox Bro here. The artifact's garbage. We're not even gonna talk about it. Number 11, Coin Shop Item List Renewal. So for... this will be available at 10/1. So it's going to be Vivian, Peyra, and Hui Young are going to be joining the Covenant coin roster. For Galaxy coins, you have Edgelord 9000, Emo Girl Iceria, and Blood Moon Haste for the coin shop rotation this time. All right. Other improvements and adjustments. New monetization has been added because, yeah, we're trying to get more money out of you. Because we keep putting out all these money-making units, and we're like, hey, we need to make even more money, so let's make more packs. So, let's see here. World Arena. 3 new heroes will be added to the mock draft battle. Infinite Horizon Acades. Veronica, for 4 stars, and then Brig, Shu, Lilius, and Nakwal will be joining. Other improvements and adjustments: receive rewards when adventures are in the path. Breezed over this. I don't think there was anything major that we needed to cover. The issue with the blank space displayed under the portrait of this left corner of the last rider Crow is equipped scan here. Hidden piece was resolved. Okay. So I think most of the trolls are gone. So now we're actually going to, since the most of the retention of these videos doesn't last more than 5 minutes, we should be through that. Yeah, we're at 15 minutes. All right. So now it's time to have the real talk chat now that we got the trolls out of the way. So they thought I actually was really excited about this. So let's go talk about the elephant in the room. All right, chat, here we go. This is what you were waiting for. Those of you who waited, who knew I was going to do this, let's do this. Let's get into this absolute crapshoot of a unit. All right, so first off, before we go any further, you thought I wasn't gonna mention this. How dare you? You should have more faith in me than that. So, if you haven't seen this video literally explains everything wrong with this unit right here to begin with. All right, so go check out this video right here. Has this gone too far? This is literally me talking about the effect resistance and ignore effect res and how many units egregiously abuse this soul burn and this in their skill kit right here. This needs to stop now, but it's too late. This is just proof that that has sailed and is so far gone. There is so much wrong with this unit. I'm disgusted in the community for not horribly lashing out. You did it over Arby having Gab in his kit, but you refuse to stand up, grow your mice nuts, and stand up. You have no backbone nowadays to stand up to the community and say, stop doing this. You take it week after week, letting them get away with extra turns, dispelling all buffs, and then on top of that, allowing them to go back on their statement of you can ignore the 15%, the epic 15% that keeps you safe in the game is completely bypassed by 20 souls to do. Some get to do it for free. Some are baked into their passives. In that video, I break down and show you where all 40 are. You can see who's even a book holder, which is the most disgusting part of it. There are units that can be self-sufficient in doing this. Now, what makes this even worse is the only unit in the game who has seal currently before her was Archdemon Mercedes. And it was a 100% chance. This just seals. So, follow me on this. Here's what's so horrible about this, but we're gonna have a community who's not gonna revolt and let this slide. It's dispelling all buffs. Everything's gone. Whatever you set up is gone. All right? Now, they're going to inflict a new debuff, bind to you. So your counterattacks are gone. Your additional skills that are in your kit are gone. Your dual attacks are gone. You won't be able to do any of that with that debuff. Now, because it's an opener unit, guys, this seems to be the big trend, we're going to allow you to take an extra turn. Because that's what seems fair right now. We already haven't screwed you enough. We can go even further beyond, literally. I can hear it in my head. I hear Goku screaming that at the top of his lungs. But we can go even further beyond. Grants extra turn to the caster. We're increasing skill cooldown. What is already in this kit that says I need an extra turn? Other than to say, screw you to anybody who is 15 speed slower than you, potentially. We're going to say 15 because that helps really keep down the basic mathematics for people who can't really math well. it's enough to basically keep you out of speed RNG. All right, let's just put it there. It's about 10 speed, but whatever. It's like, it's speed plus percentage and stuff. We're not going to get into that because most of y'all can't handle that in mathematics. We're going to keep this simple on like 5th grader reading level, all right? So what this means is anybody that's, let's say, 15 speeds slower than you is screwed, all right? Now we go up. Now, I get to shut off any passive you have for free. I've already gotten rid of everything. Your immunity's gone. I've probably done some worse crap from you. I've already shut all your stuff down. I have no repercussions for doing what I'm about to do to you. And if there's anything else left that I can do to spit on your unit, your passive that might somewhat protect you here, I can now shut that off. It's not a big deal. Just, it's gone for 2 turns. Now, sure, you can cleanse this, but we've already we've increased your skill cooldown, so all your protective skills that you could have used to potentially rebuttal this are now gone. Your effect resistance, what was that? You had a small prayer's chance, because she's 115 speed, to technically out-ER this thing. And I mean, because they're going to be so focused in on speed, they're not going to be able to go giga, and I mean deep, into the effect resistance. Because again, go watch the video right here, and you can go see the chart I have, and you can see that at 100% to 150% effectiveness in this video, you still have a prayer's chance of resisting. But when you get out there in those deep, deep ranges, you got to come up with some weird tech to resist that stuff. It's possible, but you can get out there. So now we're going to seal that unit off. I will wait for somebody to actually justify the value of this unit. Why they think having a unit that does all this is okay for Epic 7. It's already bad enough that we're getting ignore FRES almost every other day. It's bad enough they just took the FRES away from MLkin, whose whole sole purpose was to not be controlled for the sake of Vigor buff. It's okay that we're giving units extra turns like I give out candy at Halloween. Here's candy, you take some candy, you have some candy, here's a big handful of candy. That's literally what they're doing for extra turns right now. Anytime a unit is now an opener, it seems like it is just status quo that they're going to give you 2 turns just out the bat. What happened to actually having consequences for taking your turn? Having to make a physical decision in the game of saying, I am going to do this with this unit, I have to do this with this unit, and do this with this unit. If I fail these, I lose my game. Now, I can sit here and actually, this is what's disgusting. I can set up 5 units, all have extra turns. I can now take 8 extra turns in RTA before the player takes 1. Because of all the units that grant extra turns. And I'm not just talking through soul burns. We can get into a whole crapshoot of that. Of probably, if I wanted to break this down, I'd be really curious to find how many extra turn mages there are. I know of a few, but I'm just saying, we could get really degenerate with this and potentially say, play the animation? Oh yeah, play the animation of me never taking a turn. Play the animation of a company completely ignoring, and I mean completely ignoring, the fact that there is a thing called balance in the game that allows a player to have a chance to beat another type of playstyle. It is so monochromatic in the style that they promote. It's disgusting. We want a community in a place where all things are possible, where all playstyles. If you're that person worried about playing a 5 or 6 minute RTA match and you want this to be an esport, do you realize what esports are, son? I don't think you are. Have you ever watched a game called CSGO? and seen how long those competitions can go for one team? Have you watched a League of Legends match anytime soon and seen that one league match can go on for 45 minutes before they finally get the inhibitor? And then guess what? Not only do we have to do that one time, we have to do that 2 times. We have to do that 3 times. No. We have to do that 5 times. Up to. But still, the point is, you're complaining about 5 minutes. These dudes are having to go hours on an esport. So you can't justify that we need these matches fast for esports. No. Look, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be 100% real. Read and hear my words clearly. I completely stand against somebody doing gatekeeping crap. I'm with you. Those people have a specific place to be, and that is under the banned list. I understand if somebody does a composition that is entirely meant to cannot be killed, yes, I agree that needs to be a bannable offense on so many levels. But you cannot take a 0.00001% of a very bored 15-year-old and punish an entire gameplay because somebody could do that to you. Yeah, it gets them a free win, but if it starts floating around and they see when they go look back at the log of that RTA match and you see, oh, he drafted 4 unkillable Soul Weavers. Or whatever you want to do to create the unkillable team, whatever your concoction may be. When you go back and you look at that, and they go, yeah, no, he was actually trying. This guy completely did a whole troll thing. Yeah, I'm banning the account. Who cares if it's a whaled account or not? If they do that, those people need to be punished. But for somebody who honestly goes into a turn 2 match versus a turn 2 match, they need to have a real turn 2 match. You don't need to be punishing them instantaneously out the gate. You don't need to just have everything do everything and shut everything down. You thought Hui Young was horrible? You thought the new Lilius was horrible? You thought Conqueror Lilius was horrible? You thought Lua was horrible? This is nothing. This is nothing anymore. This is the normal. Now, I get power creep enables power creep. You have to evolve. You have to get creative because when you're creating a hero, 1 every month, that's 12 heroes a year, not counting limiteds and all that stuff. But when you're on that, you're going to have to come up with new ideas. But is that idea to constantly be throwing the idea of extra turns? Especially when you're not going back and heavily and quickly rebalancing all units to potentially deal with extra turns or putting in safeguards for people deeper that have extra turns. No, you're not. This unit should outrage 95% of the community because there's that 1% who honestly just is power hungry and they don't care. They will sit there and take the most broken and disgusting stuff and use it because it makes them happy because they're not going far in life, so they want something to go their way. I understand that. Those people are entitled to their opinion. But for the rest of the company and the rest of the games community who actually respect the game and want the best for it, because I'm not arguing this just because I'm salty. I'm arguing this because I'm mad because I want to see something better for the community overall. I want the game to be balanced for everyone. For the new player, for the advanced player, for the Giga Whale, for the absolutely free-to-play Medal of Honor players they think they are. I completely am there. I want it balanced for everyone. That crosses a line in so many ways. But where's the community? Are you going to stand up? We'll see. We'll see if this gets nerfed. This whole kit needs to be changed. You can't, and this is what freaking really gets my gears grinding. You can't even remove one thing and she's balanced. That's the disgusting part. You hear me a lot. I will crap on AOL all day long. We absolutely are anti-AOL here. She's a horrible unit in my opinion. And not because she's so great, it's because I think she's bad. Every time I fight her, I don't lose to her because I don't follow into that. But I will tell you, I agree with what her kit is very overpowered. But I will openly admit, you remove one thing and I'll call that unit balanced. And that one simple thing is remove the stun. The immunity to stun. that literally buffs your Crescent Moon Rin, because Rin is significantly faster than AOL. So all you'd have to do is go in to stun the AOL and make them forcibly have to invest deeply into ER if they're going to do it. So they can't build Giga Tank or Giga Fast or super high effectiveness. They're going to have to balance their stats out because they don't want to get stunned by Crescent Moon Rin. Now, there's also many other things out there now that could take it out, but that was the lovely example we loved using back when she was released. So, if we were to take one thing out of here, it's still too egregiously broken. You can't just remove the extra turn, because that's still a whole whopping full of crap, all right? You're coming out of the gate. You're dispelling all buffs. You're inflicting this debuff, Bind, which shuts everything down already. You're increasing their skill cooldowns by 1 turn. So, or by 2 turns. So, even with that, that's already out there. I think if you wanted to keep the Dispel All buffs, because that's what most people want out of this unit, and the Bind, you have to get rid of the extra turn and the increased skill cooldowns to even make this thing remotely. Then, this has to be identical reading to Archdemon Mercedes. If that's identical reading to Mercedes, then sure, we'll talk about it. Because at least it's not a guaranteed outside of 15%. She straight up has a chance to miss. Because it's 100% only when you soul burn and it ignores effect resistance. So she needs to have a chance to miss this. Okay, we can go out there. And this doesn't really matter. I'll buy that a dime a dozen. That's fine. That's a normal speed openers kit. I'm cool with that. But out of those 2 skills right here, yes, that's right. I'm even saying you can leave the ignore effect resistance in. That's the stupid part about this. I'd be willing to leave that in. But if not, no, that's gotta go. Because here's what's gonna happen. If we get rid of the ignore effect resistance and we make her soul burn like 100% chance to silence for 1 turn, there, that we can go there for a minute. Silence for 1 turn. Now, she can get her extra turn, but now she has to pick. She has to pick, do you seal this unit or do I silence that unit? Okay. But now this unit can't be as fast as you think it can be because now they've got to invest into effectiveness. What effectiveness here? All you need to do on this unit is +3 her and gear her up. That's it. +3 into this to get the cooldown of that, and then just Prey Edge on the E2. Now, a couple other things we do want to quickly mention so we can wrap this video up. Thankfully, she's a Fire Ranger. That is part of the saving grace. It's not an ML5. So, with the chance of miss, there's still a chance for some of this to not be as busted. But, considering all things that can get through that aren't ice, that's still pretty detrimental to the rest of the elemental advantages, disadvantages, and type arcs. That's still basically everything else in the game can still deal with this outside of evasion. So, where are you, community? Let's hear you. Let's see you actually get this changed. If you really care about the game, you will see to it. I'm not asking you to go do what they did, where they deleted their accounts and hard protested. I'm not asking you to go that far. Maybe it is what it takes at this point to get these guys to listen up. But they don't care anymore. They clearly do not care about what they're doing for this game. They think this is okay. They think this is where the game needs to go in terms of balance. This is not even about even skill anymore. It's about what random concoction of crap can we do in 4 turns, technically 8, that screws over the other person before they can react. That's what this is. This isn't about skill. This isn't about knowledge and playing 3D chess with somebody. This is just, let's spam a bunch of crap that you can't really deal with, and then see if you deal with it. So good luck, guys. I tried. This was me trying. If this doesn't help, I can't help you. I really do care. You may think I don't. You may sit here, you're always salty. You never like anything. Look, I'm fighting to get you guys a better game, whether you realize it or not. You may not think my opinions are right, but I am trying. I want to see the people who are against me to still have success. That's the thing that some of those don't understand. I want them to be successful too, but I want it to be an equal exchange. An even trade is great. I have an advantage, you have an advantage. Let's see who can outperform the other. Let's see, really, in the end, whose units were built better. Did my gear quality in my unit outperform the gear quality of your unit? Did my mental capacity of the game outperform your mental capacity of the game? Not just a bunch of brain dead mechanics that you cannot even defend against. But we'll see. I'm not even gonna ask for questions. The guys on Twitch can ask their questions when I get off this. This video is long. YouTube, you know where to find me in the comments. I'm gonna grab my popcorn. I'm sure this one's gonna be a good one. I cannot wait to see some of you guys try to defend this. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna try to argue it with you. I'll just be like, okay, thanks for commenting. I appreciate it. Maybe I might go after one or two, but I'm scared. I don't want to see what the community really thinks of this, because I know there's a lot of them out there that really like this. So, you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.